Este es nuestro juego. La compañía. Renacimiento.
Yeah. It's my game. It's my game. It's my game. I'm over you, let's rock in the kitchen door. I'm always where you want to need. See, it's your game. You're on the way, let's pop in the case I do, you love it. You beat me hard, I say you did. See, it's your game. I'm over you, let's rock in the kitchen door. I'm always where you want to need. See, it's your game. It's my game. It's my game. It's my game.
Hey, all you dick men and dick women, DJ Bangers here with a very special Best of the Rich Dickman Show. So sit back and enjoy the best stories, friends, and confusing innuendos from episodes 22 to 30.
I don't know how to work Skype anymore.
We're too dumb for this.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
What's going on?
What's up, Alan?
Somebody just say they're too dumb for this podcast?
White people
right?
America is fucked up.
Mexican people America is just what? Dust bowls and tornadoes?
Yeah. Forest fires. Sometimes their state catches on fire. It's on fire a little bit right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Are you going to go volunteer your time?
I don't really think that's how they fight forest fires.
Oh.
Like with a bunch of random people in a really long line with buckets. I don't think that's how they do that. Maybe it is though.
I mean, you should go check it out and do a video blog.
People are real casual about that stuff up here because it happens so often. I remember I was coming back from Montana a couple years ago, driving through Wyoming, and I was driving through the middle of a forest fire, and it was like fire on both sides. And there were some fire dudes around and, kind of pull over a little bit because I was with my kids. And I'm like, is the road closed? And they were like, no, you're fine. Don't stop, but you're good.
Nice. I saw a car fire yesterday.
Was that exciting? Was there a person in there?
No, I mean, I don't think there was a person in there, but what was fun about it is this car is on fire outside of a repair shop, right next to the repair shop. And, it just happened. The police were just getting there. We were driving by and all of a sudden, it just happened, but there's 20 people standing outside filming it with their fucking cell phones.
Did you film it?
No, because we were driving by. We couldn't stop.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're just standing there oh shit, I'm going to put this shit on Twitter. And they're just taping video in fucking portrait mode, like a bunch of jackasses. Is
portrait mode up and down or side to side?
Yeah, up and down mode.
Up and down mode. Yeah. That's my jam.
I know it is. This gif of this robot?
Yeah, I'm transfixed.
That's when they used to use midgets, little people, and put them in costumes for things. And nobody thought twice.
Just like tiptoes.
Yeah. That's messed up. All right. We'll be back in a minute. Thank you.
Tweaky. I think that's what he did. I think that he said his name. Although, to be fair, I say my name all the time. Sometimes I walk around singing a little song about Vincente and I go, Vincente!
Oh. Is that what you sing, Vincente?
Yeah, all the time. Constantly. It's annoying sometimes.
You go, Huey.
Sometimes when I gotta move stuff around, I sing this sad song where I go, Mexican moving a box. They're making him put it on the top shelf, but he's sad about it, but he has to do it anyway. 'Cause the Mexican picking up a box and moving a box.
We can't do an hour at a time because we're so used to doing an hour and a half. We can't stop. We don't know how to stop.
Oh, do we need to stop? I'm sorry. I was just, I like that song. I thought it was a good. So when we're talking to Lori on Saturday, that'll be post vasectomy. Maybe me and Lori can have a chat about it.
Yeah. So, all right. So for our audience, let you know what's going on right now. Actually, we're currently live on twitch.tv/richdickmanshow. I don't have a camera for Huell. It's just my ugly face behind a microphone. So God bless you. But, Svensson wanted
I'll try and get one by Saturday.
Okay. Svensson wanted a piece of this action. So here it is, Svensson. Come get it. We are doing kind of a 2-part episode this week. We're going to do our normal show here. And, Lori CTR will be joining us, for the last part of the show, but we're going to be recording with her in 2 days from now. So today's Thursday. We'll record with her on Saturday. So it's with Huell's vasectomy tomorrow. This is going to be This is going to be a remarkable episode. Might just go down as the greatest episode of podcasts in history.
Possibly.
Yeah,
and you know what's
possibly.
interesting? Twitch is a pretty young audience, so I bet you this is probably the most vasectomy related Twitch stream that has ever been.
You know what? Something tells me that there has been a live vasectomy on Twitch.
Oh, you know what? I got Periscope on my phone. I wonder if I could live Periscope my vasectomy.
If you can.
That would be
Please
amazing,
do.
right?
Yeah. If it's something you can do, like let me get a hold of producer Ryan.
Can you put your junk on Periscope, or would I have to be just of my face?
If it's medical, you can put anything on Periscope, I think.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's like a procedure.
And plus you're Mexican, so if they took your junk off of Twitch, you could claim racism and sue them. Yeah.
So what's great about this episode, Lori, is that we started this while Huell was fully intact, and we're going to end it when he's snipped. Huell, how was it, man? What happened? Walk me through the process.
It was rougher. It was rougher than I thought it would be. And I was going to put it on Periscope, like an audio only Periscope. But by the time I remembered that I was going to do that, my phone was in my jacket and they had me up in the stirrups. And I was like, I feel like it would be awkward for me to ask them to get me out of the stirrups. So I go get my phone so I could live Periscope my own vasectomy. So then I just had to let it go.
How many stages of undress were you in?
I was Donald Ducking it, waist down.
And how many people in the room?
A lot more than I thought there would be. It wasn't like a lot of people in the room. There was a lot of people coming and going.
Okay. Really?
So it starts out with this young hot girl is prepping me, right? And she's iodining up my balls, which is not as pleasurable as it sounds. And I was thinking, God, I feel bad for this girl. This is what she does all day long. She just iodines old dudes' fucking balls. That's her job. She was a little low energy, and I was like, I don't blame you at all for being low energy, girl. This sounds like a shitty job. But yeah, I was up in stirrups, I was about to have a baby.
Okay. Now, so how quick was the procedure? 5 minutes, 20 minutes?
No, it was 45 minutes. It was longer than I thought it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there incisions in both sides of your balls now?
I haven't really looked down there. But I think they make 2 incisions and they go in there and it's like a laser. I think it's like a laser, because they had a little light that was going pop, pop, pop. And then you could smell barbecue. Like somebody was making chicharrones. It was gross.
Oh,
I'm getting those tingles, the tingles down there.
It was not fun. So the first one, the first nut hurt like a bitch. And he was like, oh, I must not have put enough painkiller in there. And I was like, yeah, you think? And then he went to the second one. And then I feel like he way overdid the painkiller on the second one. Yeah. Because by the time I was done, I was pretty loopy. I was loopy in the waiting room waiting for a ride.
So you waited for a ride, so you didn't drive yourself?
No, there's no way I could have drove myself home.
Who picked you up? Was it an Uber? Was it your secretary?
It was my secretary's husband that picked me up. Drove me home.
This is great. Now, when you got home, did you immediately wrap your balls up in a bag of peas?
I immediately got super high, super duper high in the basement.
Have they swollen up to like grapefruits yet, or
No, I'm supposed to take it easy because that's the danger.
Yeah.
If I don't take it easy, then they'll swell up like a big old basketball down there.
Did they give you a final number of loads you have to go through before you're sterile?
Yeah, I think it's 30 loads. So I gotta take a couple samples back.
Right.
They said one at 8 weeks and one at 10 weeks. And then they count all the Huellies and make sure that they're gone.
Wow. All right. Well, let us know, in 8 weeks where you're
I'll keep
at.
track of the loads. Maybe I'll buy you an advent calendar. And every time I get rid of a load, I'll give you a call so you know when to open up a door and have a chocolate.
Well, all right, Lori, there's ladies present.
No, not chocolates. It should be like those little bitty liquor bottles.
I wish you wouldn't say little bitty when we're talking about my junk, Lori.
I'm sorry.
I find it fascinating that they say the number is about 30 loads, and they want to test it in 8 weeks. I feel like you get through 30 loads in a couple days.
Yeah, if I'm really motivated. Lori, it's funny. So when I was in there, they were trying to find the tube to cut, And I guess the tube was like slipping around in the guy's little fingertips. And he's like, come here, you little bugger. And I was like, don't say little bugger while you're down by there either. Like, don't say those words, man. Like, I'm already in a vulnerable position here with my legs up in the air.
Yeah, now you know how it feels.
Do you know what else they do? They got like a paper with like a hole cut in it. You know, like they used to have, I feel like they used to have in Italy in the old country, like when it was like the wedding night, they'd have like a special sheet, but with a hole in it. So the bride didn't have to be all the way naked. They had like one of those for me, except it was just for my junk, presumably so they wouldn't have to like see my taint while they're digging around in there.
Was it for all your junk or just your balls? Like
they taped up my wang. They taped up my wang to like my stomach.
Really?
Yeah.
That young attractive girl, is she the one who taped up your wang, or was it the doctor?
No, it was the dude that taped up my wang.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and then the young attractive girl left and was replaced by this like older lady. And she walked in and she's like, you guys don't have the radio on? I'm going to put on some music. And then she puts on this music and it's like the classic rock station. And she puts it on and immediately it's like Kisses on there. And it's like,
Oh, no.
I want to rock and roll all night. And I'm like, this is too much. This is too much. This would have broke Periscope.
Oh, that's great.
Awesome.
I would have had the highest viewed Periscope and got banned like all in the course of
all in the same day. Yep. Well, congratulations, and keep us updated on what's up.
Yep. Ladies, if you need any babies, I got about 30 more loads if you want to roll the dice.
30 more chances.
Then the pool's closed.
He's up in Colorado. All right.
Yep.
Oh, man. Mrs. Huell, how does she feel about all this?
I think she's happy. She said that she never got to have a boy baby, but we got enough babies. So I went out and I bought some, you ever see guys running and they, instead of having shorts, they got like skin tight, sexy tights.
Yeah.
I went to the store and I'm like, God, you know what I need? I need to get rid of these shorts here and I need to get some sexy man tights. And I put them on to try them on. And I like just been rubbing my legs all night.
Nice.
Everything that we've done on the show, I've been like sexy, groping me up, my sexy legs. Got
good
my junk flopping around there. Can't even imagine how good I look from the back. Wish
you
I
need to
could
post
get
pictures.
Check it out. Do a little dance.
Like, what are you doing? All right. You ready to play the game?
La, 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 la. I'm shaking my booty to my song I thought up. You usually don't eat like a little bit of everything, but you eat a little bit of most everything.
And it was just piled in a pile on a mirror table.
Like when you got like that, at the end where you got like soft served ice cream smashed up against your Jell-O, smashed up and against your like the white cake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, what was I talking about that led me here? I have no idea.
Puerto Ricans.
Oh, in the Puerto Rican tamale.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I finished.
Sorry, I got distracted by.
No, it's okay. This is far more interesting.
Papa Rem doing snooters. Penis skin is not that permeable.
Yeah. Okay.
It might just numb your wiener. What I don't see that they have out here at a lot of places, which is nice, is caviar joints. I like those.
What is a caviar joint?
So they make like pre-rolled joints at most of these dispensaries. Caviar joint is a marijuana cigarette where the marijuana has been like tossed in keef, and keef is like slang for like when you grind up your marijuana, you use like a little grinder, a little circle grinder thing.
Mm-hmm.
And at the bottom of the circle grinder, it's got like a mesh screen. And underneath the mesh screen is a keef catcher. And what that essentially is, it's like tiny little particles from the marijuana that kind of build up over time, like super concentrated. And then after you use your grinder for a few months, then you've got a fair amount of quantity of just this, like, it's kind of like marijuana dust, like concentrated marijuana, all the good parts.
Yeah.
So they'll take regular marijuana, kind of toss it with some of this marijuana dust, roll it in a joint, and then soak the entire joint in like hash oil. So it's like smoking 5 joints at once. That's awesome. It's amazing. I remember once I went to Denver because I was supposed to meet a friend of mine at this like beer festival. And I got there too early. So I went into a dispensary and I got one of these caviar joints and went to the park. And it took me like 6 hours to make it like 3 blocks to the beer festival. And I showed up super late and they were like, "Where were you? We thought you were dead."
They have,
All I
they
could do
sell
was,
Keef.
lie face down in the grass. Yeah, mileage as the crow flies.
So my mom listens to this podcast. Close enough.
How many miles?
I don't know the mileage from
Approximately as the crow flies.
3 miles as the crow flies. 3 miles.
Okay, all right.
Are you looking for in my office, Huell?
No, I just wanted to know because you said you hadn't banged anybody in your office. I just wanted to know the closest to your office.
Yeah.
Where you did bang.
Right. 3.
And for purposes of this, it doesn't have to be full on penetration. A good old fashioned high school handy in the back of your dad's car. That's also an acceptable answer.
Okay. Let's call it 3 miles then. All right.
Okay. 3 miles. All right.
What about you? I'm sure you've had sex in line while waiting to send express mail.
Well, my office is right by the post office. So I would say it's pretty close. It's not too far.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what you're saying right now is you've had sex in your office.
Who hasn't had sex in their office besides you? Like, what's the point of having an office?
Now, was this during the day?
No, I got shit to do during the day, man. I like having an important guy. I got meetings. I got court appearances. I got phone conferences.
Yeah. So after hours.
Yeah. My day is book solid.
How many people at most have been in the building when you've had sex in your office?
I don't know. A handful, but I would say most of them were participants.
Oh, wow. Would you tell me like a cocaine orgy in your office?
The cocaine orgy, the Friday, the FAC cocaine orgy.
This is like that scene in RoboCop where that dude is like doing coke off these chicks' breasts and then RoboCop comes and kills him.
RoboCop shot that dude in the dick.
Yeah.
RoboCop is like a sad movie. Like, if you don't have some tears on the RoboCop thing when RoboCop goes back to like his old house, thinks about his old wife and kids, you're like a monster if that doesn't move you to
RoboCop is a fucked up movie. We're supposed to be cheering for this guy, but he's had his whole life ruined.
Ruined. Yeah.
Ruined. I mean, like he essentially is dead, living the life of a ghost man.
Like when they shoot him pre-RoboCop and they're shooting off like his arms at the elbows and all that, that's like a rough scene.
Fucked that guy up.
What's his name is Red Foreman is shooting up RoboCop pre-RoboCop.
And just think of his family.
Yeah.
Right? Just think, there's so much more to this RoboCop movie than just a robot police officer killing dudes and blowing up Ed 209.
I tell you.
There's a family involved. This guy's got a wife and a kid, and they got to hear about how their father got his arms and legs shot off and his dick shot off, and now he's a fucking robot. And then when he comes home, they don't want anything to do with him.
Yeah, he goes back to his own house, and I feel like all his shit is packed up.
Yeah, because they moved.
Oh, that's
they
fucked
moved.
up.
So he's having these memories that are coming on the computer screen in his brain, showing him where shit was in his house, and it's not there anymore. And his family doesn't want anything to do with him. It's like he never gets back together with his family. He's never throwing the football with his son. He loses his fucking life to be a robot motherfucking cop.
And he has to eat that baby food stuff?
Yeah, the baby food. He has to eat baby food. Somehow this robot has a digestive system. Like, how does he shit?
I feel like they went into that in the movie.
Oh, all right. I think Patreon bonus episode is us watching RoboCop and talking over it.
Oh man, do you know what else I like to watch for that particular perk? Predator 2. I'm a big fan of Predator 2.
I've never seen Predator 2.
Oh, that's the one with what's his name?
The black guy, right?
Not Urkel's dad, but Urkel's neighbor's dad.
Whoever
Urkel's like enemy was in that show, the dad that was Urkel's enemy is like the main guy. No, I'm thinking of Die Hard. I don't think that's right.
It's the guy from Lethal Weapon. Danny Glover. Yeah.
Predator 2.
Right.
Urkel's enemy is in Die Hard.
What happens in Predator 2?
So the Predator crashes in LA. So it's like Predator in LA. And Danny Glover is Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to catch the Predator on the loose in LA. And then I feel like at the end of the movie, Danny Glover kicks the Predator's ass. And then there's like mutual respect at the end. Like it ends on a tone of mutual respect between Danny Glover and the Predator.
Their best friends are hanging out watching football.
Yeah, like Apollo Creed and Rocky. Like it's the exact same thing. like when they do the high five handshake with the big biceps. It's that, except with the Predator.
And they're tiny little running shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Like Danny Glover and the Predator running on the beach together.
That is exactly how that ends. Metaphorically, that is how that movie ends.
All right, so I have to redo our Patreon, but a Patreon reward level will be Rem and Huell at the movies.
That should be good. You donate enough, you could come to Colorado and me and you will get high and watch Predator 2. That'll be a Patreon reward perk.
That would be an amazing, we'll just sit in your man cave basement in your massive TV and
weed soda.
Yeah, drink weed soda.
And watch Predator 2
and
get a pizza.
And Rem will be crying in Huell's lap because he's so scared.
Yep.
Yeah. He's not like Jesse
Predator
Spano.
2 is more of an action movie than it is a suspense horror.
Well, I mean, Predator 1 was an action movie.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to bleed.
It had some alien kind of tense moments.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Like when Arnold Schwarzenegger dresses himself up in mud so the Predator can't see his heat sensor.
Yep.
And he's hiding and the Predator's like, what the fuck? I can't see. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger just comes up like a bitch and hits him from behind.
I feel like there's also a government conspiracy subplot to Predator 2. I think they have the E.T. subplot where the government men in black are trying to kidnap E.T. except it's Predator. So Danny Glover's just trying to catch the Predator because he's running wild through L.A. The government wants to catch the Predator and take him to a lab like E.T. and study him. One of those jams. And I feel like maybe at the end, after the mutual respect, I feel like maybe Danny Glover helps the Predator get away from the government. I think that's how that goes.
Those are the best movies when the two enemies, they fall in love. Yeah. They come together to fight the other guy.
I think it's basically E.T. I think Predator 2 is basically E.T. with more parts.
And more guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not walkie-talkies like Steven Spielberg tried to make them. Spielberg? What did the hell I say? Spielberg.
That's Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
You know what I love, Rem, that a lot of people don't love, but you know what I love? I love a sequel. Cause I feel like in a sequel, they figure it out. The filmmakers they make a movie.
Yeah.
And then they're okay, what can we tweak to make this even better? We're movie professionals.
Yeah.
And then they do movie 2 and it's fucking amazing.
I have your answer.
Predator 2, RoboCop 2 and 3. RoboCop 3 is awesome. The Hills Have Eyes 2. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. All of those movies were way better than the first one.
So you got Ghostbusters 2, which is the exact same movie as Ghostbusters, except with the Statue of Liberty.
Way better.
Yeah. And then you have, oh fuck, I forgot now. Oh, god damn it. There was another one.
Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I've been drinking and eating Chinese food. This is going to be a off the rails episode, I can tell. Bloody Mary in a can is disgusting. I don't know how much I paid for it, but it was too much.
Hello.
Randy, this is Wow Huellhauser calling you with your free t-shirt phone call during the Rich Dickman show. And you don't even have the goddamn good graces to answer the phone. But if you would like to call back and have a chat with your old buddy Huell on the Rich Dickman show, go ahead and give us a call back. We'll be streaming for another, hour, half hour, 40 minutes, something like that. Is that right?
Let's see here. It's, we got another half hour left. Yeah.
Another half hour. So if you got nothing better to do and you want to have a chat with old Huey on the Rich Dickman show, just give me a call back on this number. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for buying
or
a shirt.
maybe not. And thank you for buying a shirt. I bet
an
you look super handsome in it.
Get an El Abogado shirt.
Yeah. I bet you in the future when you're sending out your drunk Snapchats in the middle of the night, but you're wearing your El Abogado shirt in them, I bet you get a lot of fish bite on that hook.
Don't Snapchat your dick because you can't delete that.
Do that. Do that thing. That
He
Rem
can't
says
hear
not to
you.
do.
He can't
Oh yeah,
hear
you can't hear Rem. Okay. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Bye. If I may slightly tweak a phrase, if everybody is boofing, then nobody is boofing.
Hey, speaking of all this porn and everything, how are your balls doing?
You know what? It's funny, like the hole that they went, I know I'm kind of pointing it out and you guys can't see this, but like the hole that they went into, like one of them is like, I can't even see where it went, but the other one left like a fucking crater, man. He was like digging around for that one.
Yeah,
man,
you should. I was gonna say you should have 2 holes, one on each side, and
well, so I got like a tiny cut on one side, like the normal way, and on the other side, I think he looks like Leatherface was fucking chopping up Vaz Defrons, man. It does not look happy down there.
So I had one of those done a couple of years ago. Your first couple of loads, they're going to be rusty, and it's going to be weird as fuck. Like, I need to go to the emergency room right fucking now.
Oh, like when you turn on the faucet if you're staying in like a seedy hotel.
It's just rust, dude. It's so bad. It's going to happen. I'm just giving you a fair warning because I don't want you to freak out like I did. Like, why is this brown? Why is there this red brown coming out?
It's horrible, but it's worth it, man. I was
totally worth it.
Doing it myself. It's no good.
Alan, you sound like a young man. What prompted you to get a vasectomy?
I had 2 kids myself, and my wife already had 2. Yeah. So that's 4 kids in a house. I'm like, hey, you know what? We need to 86 this problem right now.
Right, 4 kids, man. That's a lot of goddamn kids.
That's like huge.
It sucks. I'll be honest, it sucks.
Yeah,
it's too much fucking work.
I love my kids, but they're horrible.
Oh yeah, any dad you talk to, you just be, yeah, I love my kids, but goddamn, if I wish they didn't happen.
They talk too goddamn much, and they bother me after 8:00.
Like I don't wish my kids would die, but if I died, like I wouldn't on my deathbed be like, oh my god, I wish I could have spent more time with my kids. That's my dying regret. Is
that the Mike's hard talking, or is that
that's
really
Huell? That's
Huell. All right.
Yeah. So, all right, Alan, I got more podcast questions for you.
Go ahead.
Your studio, is that at your house? Do you have like a warehouse you guys rent? What's the deal here?
No, I've got a basement at my house that is dedicated just to the podcast.
And you got it all soundproofed out and everything, and all your friends show up?
Yeah, I mean, it's soundproof to an extent, and enough for us to record a show every week. And everybody comes over here once a week, and we knock out an episode, and that's the end of that. That's why we have the kegerator in the basement and everything. I mean, it's 100% podcast only down here.
My problem.
I played a little bit. My co-host, my number one, Matt, played a shitload. Right now, I played my game of choice for a long time has been Destiny. So I know those feels.
Ask Matt if he's ever heard of Torn Think Tank. I was the co-host in that show.
Okay, I'm sure he has.
Maybe
he was deep into that.
Oh, you know what was weird? I was getting my haircut yesterday, and I was with my son, and he was getting his haircut too. And the stylist asks him, "Hey, so do you like playing video games?" And my son's like, "Yeah, he's like really into Pokemon right now." And she said, "Well, that's what I like to do. I love to play video games." So me being curious, I said, "So what do you play?" And she says, "Oh, World of Warcraft." I'm like, "Oh, of course you do." A 50-year-old broad playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, that fits.
Well, when it came out, she was in her late 20s.
That's
so
true.
You gotta respect.
It's been around forever.
Does this story end with you big leaguing her with your podcast fame, and then you had to send your kid out into the car?
No,
and then she asked your deed in the bathroom in the back of a Supercuts?
Yeah, not with my kid there. I've got a little bit of self-respect. No, actually, I never brought up the podcast. You know me, I'm very shy in real life.
Yeah, you're shy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't feel good with all this Mike's Hard Lemonade in this fucking tequila can. Papa feels squeezy.
If you have to go throw up, make sure you're still recording. Don't leave the microphone. Do you remember that time I threw up on Liquor Fueled?
Vaguely, I remember.
You vaguely remember? Yeah. I pulled that one once too.
I remember when you.
Do you guys know Asterios?
I know Asterios. Yeah, if Huell doesn't.
Oh, well. Our claim to fame for the show for a long time was that he threw up on our show.
That's right. He did.
Yes.
In mid-sentence, he threw up and he started going
mid-sentence. And then he came right back and continued like nothing happened. He's such a professional. I love Asterios.
Is Asterios that lawyer guy?
No, that's Nick. Asterios is the guy. It's one of the guys who got sued and ended up losing his job and stuff over. I linked you an article he wrote about the whole lawsuit when I was trying to get you into it.
Sometimes you send me things and I don't.
You don't.
Oh, one of the Medium articles that he wrote.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. You know what's funny, Alan, is that I think Asterios is funny, but his politics drive me crazy. So one
very
day,
liberal.
Yeah, one day he was spouting off on something, so I tweeted him and I said, I hope everybody wins this lawsuit against Maddox except you. I hope you're the only one who loses. And as it turns out, he was the only one who lost.
Yeah. Pretty much. He had to go back to court.
Yeah, I think he muted me because anytime I've tweeted him after that, I've gotten no response. But I feel terrible.
Oh man, that's hilarious. He acts like he doesn't get butthurt, but I guess he does.
Everybody does. Right?
I guess he does take things a little too seriously. I mean, after that whole throw up thing, like he was emailing me. He's like, "You better not release that, or I won't talk about it, and this and that. I won't participate in it. You just can't release it." And then finally, once the lawsuit started settling down a little bit, he's like, "All right, you can play it." Yeah. I mean, what do you mean I can play it? It's been on the episode this whole time. I never edited it out. So I sent it to Dick, and I'm like, "Hey, Asterios threw up on my show. What's up? You think this was funny?" And then finally, like 6 months later, it got played on the Dick show.
It's great. It's a great piece of audio.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like they played it like 8 times. Like, okay, play it again.
What was he talking about? Star Wars, right?
Yeah, we were talking about because at the time, The Force Awakens, I think, came out.
Yep.
I think that's what we were talking about. Yeah, and he was just like, "You better not send that to Dick, and you can't play that." I'm like, "I play whatever I want. It's on the episode already. What do you want me to do? Yeah. I'm not taking that down."
See, what an asshole! The only time I've ever not released something is when it would put my real life or my marriage in jeopardy, and that was once. That was a whole episode.
Well, and that was him doing that on his end. Like this could reflect negatively upon me. Yeah, well, it happened.
Yeah,
it happened. I do that to myself every weekend when we record an episode. I'm like, wow, I said that. God, I suck.
Yeah, it's like.
I remember dating this broad once, and I met this broad. Her name was Sarah Jane. She was a sweetie pie. Mm-hmm. And, I met her, we hooked up, we banged, and had a good time. And then, we hung out after that. And then, she told me, 2 days after we banged, it was her friggin' birthday. And I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. So, of course, I'm not going to be an asshole because I'm a nice guy. So I got to, get her something for her birthday. You know what I mean? I can't just pretend I can't just leave that hanging out there.
Yeah.
So, I got her something. I sent her some flowers to her work, and then full on relationship. After that, it was just bad timing.
That's the worst. Relationships are terrible.
Do you know what was sad about that? Is that she was a recovering alcoholic, and she ultimately broke up the relationship because her sponsor, she was a full on AA alcoholic.
Yeah.
And she broke up with me because she said that her sponsor felt like I was a danger to her sobriety. And I was like, that's fair. That's fair, I suppose. No harm, no foul.
I had quit drinking mostly until we started podcasting again. So I see that.
I remember once, cause she didn't lead with the I'm a full on AA alcoholic, like right away. So I didn't make that connection immediately. But I remember once I was dating her around the time I passed the bar exam, and me and all my buddies and her, we went out and got super drunk. And I feel like I spilled like an entire beer over her, which by itself, probably a dick mood, but even more of a dick move on a poor gal that's like a full on AA alcoholic. I'm super drunk right now. I don't really drink anymore because I've been doing the marijuanas, but God, this fucking mixed drink in a can was a bad idea. I went to the liquor store and I saw that they had Bloody Marys in a can. So I bought it, but then I was like, oh, this could be really nasty. I better buy something else as backup. And then I bought like a grapefruit chili hard cider because it was right next to the mixed drink Bloody Mary in a can. And then I got to the front and I was talking to the lady at the checkout and I was like, oh, I was going to buy the Bloody Mary, but I was scared it was going to be gross. So I bought this grapefruit chili hard cider as a backup in case the Bloody Mary is gross. And she rightly pointed out to me, they both sound gross. Like they both sound disgusting. Like your backup is gross to your plan B is still pretty gross. And then I was like, oh, I wish I had talked this out with you before I brought this up to the counter.
Yeah. I wish you said something.
Yeah. So now I've been like double dipping on the Bloody Mary in a can and the grapefruit chili hard cider. And she was right. They're both fucking disgusting.
That's horrible. I'm so sorry.
It's disgusting. I don't know why I did any of that.
Now that was some enjoyable pod. Next up, we have the one, the only, the salty Rimgar.
Rim, I love you genuinely, like in a make-out kind of way.
Pick that shit up. Don't make a mess in front of me, you fucking asshole. Huell, I didn't ask you permission to spend it. I told you I spent it.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I had a bad experience on a previous show where $500 was spent before I had knowledge of it. Mm-hmm. So I want to be very transparent with what we do here. I think I talked about this before, but this has always fascinated me. Like, who was the fucking asshole who dug around in the ocean floor and found a thing that looked like a rock and said, oh, let me see what happens when I break this rock open. And then sees a bunch of snot hanging out into that shell, scrapes it out and puts it in his mouth and eats it. Like, who is that person? This fucking poll. I'm so pissed off. Like, half the show is gone now.
Why do you send me articles to talk about on the podcast, but then not read them?
I read the
then hope that I don't read them.
I read the Taco Bell article and I found the Harris poll, but I didn't read the Harris poll. And now I'm seeing it.
I read the Harris poll.
Okay, now it says strong. I should have read this one first. Man, fuck me for being fucking stupid.
God, there goes 12 minutes of the podcast.
Yeah, this is the whole bit. The whole bit is just gone. Just totally fucking gone. I'm so pissed off right now. Yeah. My furnace is going to be like this all night. This is going to be an awesome episode with that fucking furnace because it's cold. Huell, it's cold. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like where I was going. When I was listening to that 13 minutes of solid Rich Dickman advertising and that other podcast, I'm thinking to myself, man, these guys take this shit way seriously. Like, we got on that guy's nerves so much that he had to talk about us twice. And he had to bring in clips of our show. And he had to spend 13 minutes of his show talking about us. We trolled him. And he thought by buying our domain that he was getting us. No, Alan, the joke's on you. We don't give a shit.
I don't know. He seemed like an okay dude.
Yeah, he probably is. Alan, you want to come on the show? DM me. He followed my both accounts. So he followed the Rich Dickman Show account. Actually, that's owned by Rich Dickman himself. And he followed my @Remgar account. So I think we're like besties now. Oh, fuck. I'm all over the place now. I actually rather like it.
You are like the most racist guy that I know.
Yeah, I'm so racist. Okay, the first thing.
Out of all the racists that I know, you're like number 3.
Wow. Number 3, huh? Who's above me?
I don't know, Donald Trump and Hitler, I guess.
Dude.
Can you do like multi-tracks on this podcast?
Yes. What do you think it is when I take your track and my track and I edit them? What do you think I'm doing?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea how you make us bullshitting on the Skype and put it on the internet. I have like literally no clue how to do that.
Millennials, they won't sing for nobody. Fuck that.
I wouldn't sing if I worked there. I wouldn't sing. What do you make? $7 an hour? I'm not gonna sing.
That's your job, monkey. You sing when they tip you. So we don't take this seriously enough. Like Not for Human Consumption takes their shit.
I don't think they take their shit all that serious.
No, just judging by their reaction to our voicemail, they take it way too seriously. When I start editing, and I forget all the things I say at the end of the show when I'm drunk, and so like last week when I'm bitching about you guys, it's like, oh god damn it, there I go again. Stop it.
It was the whole episode.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you guys would get past it. I'm like, he's mad still. He's still mad. We meant it all in good fun. It's not like I was out to go like, you know what, this show right here, this show,
nope,
we're gonna get him.
You did it on purpose to fuck with us and to ruin my life and to make me. You did it all to hurt me. Yeah.
Yeah. We wanted to just totally like discredit anything you could ever do ever.
Yeah. See. Jesus Christ, that furnace won't fucking stop. I'm sorry.
I haven't listened to this podcast for months.
You son of a bitch.
Sometimes I download it to get you credit, but I haven't listened to it. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what I said. Everything. This is all just like a fucking fever dream, man.
Yeah, you got a dong this big. Everybody knows how big it is.
Everybody knows about it.
Yeah, you can't hide that shit.
I guess probably because those mailmen, they wear those shorts, and I bet you doesn't work out for you.
No, just dragging, man. Just dragging behind. You gotta
sticking out the bottom.
Yeah, you got to throw it over the shoulder to carry it. It's terrible. It's horrible.
Like an underripe peach. Peeking out the bottom.
What it feels like when you're lonely. Yeah. What it feels like when you're the only. Yeah.
I sent you a picture and you never responded.
Well,
I don't care that you're busy. Pay attention to me. You're really going to make Not for Human Consumption mad because we're not professionally podcasting right now.
Man, you got to let it go, buddy.
All right. I have a hard time letting things go. There are people in my life who no longer exist.
I see the thing.
Awesome. What's this for? I don't know. Well, what's in this one? I don't know. Okay. So you don't know what it's for. You don't know what's in it. So what the fuck am I supposed to do with it? I don't know. So my daughter goes up, knocks the door, says trick or treat, gets her candy. She comes down, and the fucking guy at this house is like waiting for my son to hobble up these steps. And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I got a 10-year-old kid here. He's not going to go up your stupid fucking steps in his costume. Come down and give him some fucking candy.
You're not going to get to eat any because you'll be working in the salt mines.
Oh no, not me. I'll adapt. I'll be like the Chinaman's best friend. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Here we
go. God, fucking shit. I have to take that one out. All right. Hey, what? TRDS audience, donate to the Patreon, and Huell will do this. No, fuck it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't. If you want Huell to do this,
don't donate to
it.
the Patreon. I'm just going to do it.
Just do it. I'm sorry. I'm getting drunk myself. And I get a little out of line and a little crazy. Shit. God, fuck. That fireball fucking shit fucking hit me. God damn. I'm trying to look for another phone number for you to call. I guess these guys don't have a call in. About these people who, it's this podcast where they drink. It's like a liquor fuel knockoff. And I'd be like, yo, gotta fucking tell them that, I was gonna tell you something and I don't remember. Wow, these people have $20 million? Holy shit.
Do you remember when, Triple T had a liquor fuel knockoff there for a while? Oh man, that made you mad.
Triple T had a liquor fuel knockoff?
With Jules and her weird boyfriend.
Oh, like with it drinking and swearing.
Yeah.
What
that made you so mad.
That was fucking ridiculous when they did drinking and swearing, because I made it okay for them to do drinking and swearing because I did liquor fueled. Fuck that. And fuck everybody and their stupid fucking WoW podcast. Don't go to richdickmanshow.com, because actually do that and It's richdickmanshow.wordpress.com because we're cheap as fuck. Okay. And that's just the way it is. We're cheap. It'll be that way. And guess what? You know what? You'll never forget it now because it's richdickmanshow.wordpress.com.
I feel like a bad friend to you, Ren, because I'm not sure that I identified that you were so like suicidal. 3 out of the last 5 podcasts.
I wasn't suicidal. I needed a friend to listen and hear me. That's it. All right.
And I probably wasn't listening to you.
Not at all. Good night, everybody.
Oh, Rim. I love you, buddy. So, that brings us to our final set of clips. Fuck. God damn it, I'm not recording it again. That brings us to our last bit of clips. I think you'll enjoy them. I've called them shits and giggles.
Hi, everybody. I'm in a podcast.
Figured it'd be time to come back and do something. I've come to the realization in my life, Huell, is that being slightly above mediocre makes you better than most people. Okay.
Oh, there's more people. There's 2 people now. It's going. It's building up steam.
Oh, sweet. All right. I'm going to leave it on then. Chris O.C. just texted me to say good morning. I'm recording a show and he doesn't want, if I told him I was recording a show, he would completely ignore it.
I bet you he's the XMCB.
Yeah.
That's him.
All right. Oh, see, actually they just left.
He's watching you and jerking it right now.
It's empty. I've got no viewers. See, everybody's got me muted. Scroll for old comments. Nope. Okay. We'll leave this going for a little bit. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right. So last week we talked about doing a death pool.
Did somebody die?
No. So you were convinced Ric Flair was going to die in 2019.
He's going to die in 2019.
Okay. I mean, do you still want to do a death pool or no?
Yeah. I think there's a site you can set one up.
Really? Why didn't you tell me this last week?
Let me see. I think it's called, it's like one of those, you know how you set up a fantasy football deal? I think it's like that where you could set up one for the show and you could tweet out a link and people could sign up and then they keep track of it and then you see who wins.
God damn it. So all right. So if you know what, Huell, do you have a notepad next to you?
No.
Do you have something where you can write this down so you remember?
I have paper and a pencil. Here we go.
Okay.
Right.
So write down, set up death pool.
Set up death pool. Okay.
All right. And, we'll set it up.
Am I still writing this down?
Yeah, you still, I mean, not everything, but let's set it up by Sunday so we can have it live when this show.
Sunday.
Yeah. So when this show goes up, people will be able to go to your link on your Twitter and sign up for the death pool.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do it.
Are you sure? Because there's lots of things you said you can do.
But I will tell you in good faith right now that I will do it. Okay. But if I didn't do it, I wouldn't be terribly surprised.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's lots of things you said you were going to do that haven't been done yet.
Yeah, it's hard.
All right. Moving on.
Hey, you and your boy still play on your Switch?
Yeah.
Oh man, you need to go get Mario Party. Me and my kid fucking love that.
Is it good?
It's good enough. It's good with your kids.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a definite dad playing with his kids. You got 3 controllers for you and the girl. That would be a serious Mario Party game.
Can you play online? No, I don't have Nintendo Switch Online yet.
You can play online. I don't
cool.
think you can. If you can, I don't know. It's more of like a couch game.
All right. Probably a Christmas type of deal. I don't think he knows that there's a new Mario Party game out. I went out, right, and I had my wife go out on eBay and scour eBay for Hyrule Warriors because we played that game in Target and it was fucking awesome.
Is that was that on the Wii U?
It was in a Wii U, and they made the quote unquote Ultimate Edition for the Switch.
Did they? I played it on the Wii U. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's lots of fun, right? So she went through like 6 different auctions to win a copy of Hyrule Warriors for less than retail price.
Uh-huh.
Finally won it. And he played it for 2 days and then he's done with it.
Well, go take it down to the game store and trade it in on Mario Party.
The thing is, I keep telling myself that I'm going to play it, and then I never do because I just don't have the attention span for playing video games.
Well, then why would you play it? I don't remember it. I remember it being kind of a monotonous game.
Yeah. You just go around like just beating the shit out of like fucking imp things.
Like 100 of them.
Yeah. Like you get like 1,000 kill streak or some shit.
Yeah.
All right, Huell. Big part of the show now.
Okay. Do I
Get your
need
phone?
to get my phone?
You gotta get your phone.
Let me go get it.
Because we at the Rich Dickman Show need to start spreading the word around. And since nobody seems to take us seriously, we have to force our way into it. So I've got the numbers of 4 different podcasts where you can leave voicemails. Oh, were you away from the thing again? You gotta tell me when you get up and leave.
Oh, I've been gone. You told me to get my phone. It's like right over there.
Why is it over there?
That's where the cord is.
All right. As I was telling the audience, Huell, is that we need to get forceful with getting the word and the name of the Rich Dickman Show out and about to podcast land. When we had Nick Ricada on a couple episodes ago, he brought with him a big spike in downloads and listeners. Now that guy has like 10 or 15,000 YouTube subscribers all of a sudden, all on the back of the Rich Dickman Show.
Oh, you think we gave him the push?
Yeah, he gave us a little bump and we gave him a huge bump. I'm sure.
He didn't give us any bump. We had 0 bump from that guy.
We got a little bump. It just all went away the next week.
That's not a bump. That's like a bump of Coke.
No, it literally is a bump. If you look at the line, it's flat, 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 bump, flat, 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 flat. Okay, it's a bump. Is that you watching me on my Periscope? Oh shit, I have 12 Twitter views. I have 12 viewers.
People are checking you out, man, because you're handsome.
Wow. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So I've got the voicemail phone numbers for 4 different podcasts that I want you to call. And I want you to say something like, hey, this is Huell Hauser from the Rich Dickman Show. And I'm just calling to let you know that, I don't know, I successfully defended a case and got a guy out of jail today. I don't know what any of these podcasts are talking about. But so here's the points you need to hit. Okay. Your name, Huell Hauser, because you're the star of the show. All right. The Rich Dickman Show. All right. You need to tell them that you are recording this voicemail while you are recording your podcast.
Okay.
All right. You need to say something funny. I don't know what, like you really love marijuana or you defend serial killers or I don't know, make something up. You're really good at this.
Who are these podcasts? Just rando podcasts?
I'll tell you as we get there. Okay. All right. And then you got to tell them where to find the show. All right. It's richdickmanshow.wordpress.com.
Alrighty.
All right. Did you take notes?
No, I did. I took 0 notes.
Okay. So
before you told me to write stuff down, like when you said, okay, write stuff down. And I wrote, set up Death Pool by Sunday.
Oh, I didn't know I had to, all right. All right. So the first podcast you're going to call is Not for Human Consumption.
Mm-hmm.
And, so just go by the podcast title.
What is that? Is that one of these weird alt-right racist podcasts you listen to?
No. They just talk about bullshit on the internet.
788-7330.
Yeah. 480-788-7330.
All right.
All right.
What if somebody answers? What do I just have a conversation?
It's a voicemail, but yeah, if somebody answers, definitely have a conversation.
All right. 480-788-7330. Call.
Okay. Yeah. So we're doing live voicemails for other podcasts right now.
You've reached Not for Human Consumption. Please leave a message.
Fuck yeah.
Hi, Not for Human Consumption. This is Huell Hauser from the Rich Dickman Show. And my co-host, Rem, made me call your weird voicemail number.
Because we're doing a live podcast.
We're doing a live podcast and he wants me to shill our show. Which I don't know why you would, because I've never listened to your show, so I don't know why you would chill for mine. But Rem seems to think that might be at least a minute possibility. So you can listen to our show at richdickmanshow.com.
No, WordPress.com.
Oh, Rich Dickman Show, WordPress.com.
On iTunes and Stitcher.
And iTunes and stuff like that. And I love you. I love you very much. And I hope that you have a very nice day. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be the real deal of podcasting. Let me open my next. Here, I'm shaking my can of Bloody Mary in a can. These things are disgusting. I don't know how well I can explain. They're from Fugu Vodka, which I feel like Fugu is that blowfish that you can only eat a tiny piece of or you'll die.
Yeah, it like numbs your mouth and shit. Yeah.
From San Diego, California, produced and canned by Cutwater Spirits in San Diego, California. And I have to shake it well. And I should recycle the can. That's basically all that it says. But I'm going to crack this. There we go. Oh, that went everywhere. How to get the other guy get off his rocks and his jollies through his bum hole.
Alan, let's I appreciate the buying of the website, and I appreciate you guys talking about our show, and I really do. And I apologize. I wasn't expecting you to listen that far because we did go beyond an hour and a half, and you did say that an hour and a half was too much. So I thought I buried it in there. But I appreciate.
Hey, I think that what's his name is calling me. That Cicero. Do you want me to answer? Or you want me to put him off?
He's got to wait because we're talking to Alan right now.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, once we're done talking to Alan, we can talk to.
All right. You just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Continue.
We have
hard lemonade.
We have a very small Patreon, Alan, as you know, and we tried calling one of our guys last week because he likes to drunk text us when he's listening to the episode.
Oh, he sounds like fun.
Yeah. We tried calling him. He wasn't available last week. So I figure we'll try again this week. So Alan.
Hey, was he the one who asked us how to get a dick pic off of Snapchat?
Yes. Well, he didn't.
Is that him?
Oh man, that guy needs some help.
Yeah. Don't.
Maybe you should have answered.
Well, see, the problem is I can't patch him in so you could talk to him.
Oh, well, this is one at a time. It's 100% me. Let's keep it that way.
I'm very bad at these things, and also I'm cheap. So what are you going to do? Alan, tell us about Not for Human Consumption. I figure this would be a good place, as any, to learn about your podcast.
Well, as you said last week, we do take podcasting very seriously. I remember about 2/3 of episode 49 where we played your rebuttal to us playing your voicemail because we drink a lot. It's 4 of us. It's me, Dylan, Dave, and Matt, who's my number 1. He's the direct co-host.
He's like
oh yeah. If I'm steering the ship the wrong way, number 1, my Riker steers it back. And all we do is get drunk. We watch weird videos on the internet. We try to piss Dave off every single week with a series of videos. And then Dylan grew up under a rock and never saw any video or any movies in his life. So we make him watch a popular like movie that's within the zeitgeist. Say like he never saw Star Wars. We made him watch every single fucking Star Wars that ever has Star Wars. And before he had to do that, he thought they were all terrible. He's like, no, Star Wars is stupid. Now he's a bigger Star Wars fan than I am.
Did you make him go 1 through 7 in chronological order, or did you use the machete order?
We did the chronological as released order.
Okay. You ever try watching the machete order? Do you know the machete
No,
order?
I don't think he wants to go back and watch them again because he's so enamored by how he saw them now. But that's like a gist of the show. Like, since, this last month, it's like, it's Halloween and it's spooky. We had him watch, Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. If you're a fan of those, you might not like his reviews. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, that's the gist of the show. I mean, it's just, it's a review of our lives in the beginning, like what we did for the week, and then weird videos. Pissing Dave off, movie review, out. Pretty good. Every week.
Drinking, right? So it's like hanging with your friend.
Yeah, but a lot of drinking. A comical amount of drinking.
Yes.
Like, you can't drink that much and still do shit. Yeah. Well, here I am.
See, Huell and I used to do a show a few years ago. It was called Liquor Fueled. And we were fueled by liquor the whole show. We would set up a drink that we would make the drink. We made homemade Four Loko one week. We made our own scorpion bowls.
No.
Yeah. So that was always a lot of fun. There was a lot of role play involved, and Huell being either my father or the Incredible Hulk. And it was a mountain retreat. Huell passed out one time.
Yeah, we had to quit because I became an alcoholic, and one of our other co-hosts had police contact on the way home.
Yeah.
And everybody had to stop.
Yeah, I mean,
So you said there was role playing and drinking. Did you guys ever bang at the end of it? I mean,
well, so I'm in Colorado and Rem's out in Connecticut.
Oh, good. Okay.
Our old co-host was with him in person, and I assume you guys banged most nights.
I mean,
like you and Fit. I assume you guys had a little tickle pickle.
You get to a certain point, you gotta, you just can't say no anymore, right? That's how that works.
Somebody's got to be a power bottom.
That's right, and it's not me. We established.
Oh,
that
good.
Yeah.
All right. Our show is so fueled by alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Not to steal your fueled by liquor moniker. We have a kegerator in the studio.
Oh,
and we had a listener that was just in Ireland that sent us back a bottle of Jameson Distillery Edition with our podcast name printed on the label.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you guys the ones that had that weird lawsuit thing that goofy lawyer came on and talked to us about? Is that this guy, Rem?
No.
That's Dick Masterson.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're part of the same media network. Where they,
yes.
Yeah, the See You Next Tuesday network, Huell.
Remember when you had your own media network? Man, you've fallen a long way, buddy.
I have.
You cratered hard.
Yeah. I lost co-hosting duties to my original show, and I spun out into a depressing suicidal spin without the suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I liked your bitter, depressing podcast that you would do sometimes. And then when you went like hard pro-Trump and solid racist on your Twitter, I feel like you lost your audience. Like it spiraled out. It got away from you.
I did lose a big portion of my audience when I did go full on racist. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hey, Alan, jog my memory. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person. Are you one of the guys who had a podcast previous and you broke up with your co-host?
No, that wasn't me either. That was also Dick. They broke up from the biggest problem.
No, I know all about Dick. I'm a big fan of Dick.
I figured so.
Yeah, but I remember. I think was it you or when you were going head to head with the Thought Cops in the podcast Championship Edition Turbo. I couldn't remember if it was you or one of them or whoever it was who.
No, that wasn't us.
No, okay.
But we did go to. We were in a fierce battle against the Thought Cops, and it turns out we both won. So
yeah, we called them too.
Hey, and I was going to say on your last episode, you guys called a bunch of shows, and you said that we were my podcast and Thought Cops were the only ones that played your voicemail. We were wrong. Here's what I don't get. Also played your voicemail.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I think it's episode 99.
Okay,
I think. 98
I'm
or
surprised 99. We got so many people to dignify us with a response.
Well, it's funny.
Because you can do funny stuff with it.
Yeah. You put yourself out there.
Buy their website and then try to sell it back to them for $259.
Yeah. We're not going to buy that website. Rem does not have $259.
No, I do not. I
all right, $240. I'll cut you a deal.
Now, I have to warn you, Alan. Huell S. Hauser Esquire is a lawyer. So we might be coming at you with a cease and desist or some sort of, crazy lawsuit.
Esquire? Oh man, yeah. I'm sorry.
I have a lot
sorry for everything I've done.
I have a lot of disposable money, but lucky for you guys, I spend it mostly on, I live in Colorado, so I spend it on a lot of marijuana and marijuana concentrates. So,
and Mike's Hard.
And Mike's Hard, man. There's nothing that goes with a sweet dab like a Mike's Hard lemonade. Do you think we could get Mike's Hard lemonade as a sponsor?
I mean, you'd have to pull that one off, buddy. I have no business sense whatsoever, as you can tell.
Big league then, man.
I lost our domain.
Oh, these fucking tequila in a cans and Mike's Hard lemonade are having a little scrap in my tummy tum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not feeling so good, buddy.
So Alan, I wanted to tell you about the episode Ass TV Tray. I know you had a problem with that title. Do you remember?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I was really drunk. I'm sure I probably had a terrible feeling towards that title.
Yeah. So I had come across a fairly large ass on the internet, and I sent it over to Huell for his opinion. And so as he was describing it, he said it was more like an ass TV tray where you could set it down in front of you and put your dinner or your drinks on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I'm kind of remembering that. Yes.
Do you know how, like, sometimes, not all the time, because I don't want to paint with too broad of a brush, but sometimes you'll see like a black guy and then like a real heavy set, like blonde white girl. And they're just happy as clams. They just seem to go together like peas and carrots. Like Rem kind of has the flipperoo with that, where his jam is like a real, like meaty, like black gal with like a big butt, like almost like a comically, like a silicone implant kind of butt. Like that's his jam.
Yeah, I'm the reverse. I'm the reverse stereotype. Yes.
You just need somebody that's thick.
Yeah, no, you gotta have meat on the bones, right? Right. You need that because it keeps you warm at night, or so I'm
That's
told.
fair enough.
Yeah,
I don't.
And then if it got real fucking stray, you could just cut her open and like sleep in her like a tauntaun.
Yeah, hell yeah, man! Wow, Star Wars reference. Boom, told you, Huell, we'd get one.
Got you.
Nice.
When you send me those porns, I feel like they're always real oily too. Like, and I don't know if that's just
when I send
cinema.
You guys fucking share porns with each other. What is going on with this show?
Oh my god,
man. You guys are like my best friends.
I lobbied hard for us to be just like a Pornhub review podcast, but Rem shot that down.
Yeah,
because that's like bonus episodes right there.
My mom
didn't have
listens to
mass
the
market
show.
appeal.
So,
oh, your mom is a sweetie pie.
She hasn't listened in several episodes. We actually might be able to get away with doing just Pornhub reviews from now on. I think some of the funniest content you find on the internet, Alan, is comments left on porn videos.
Oh, we did a whole segment on our show about that.
Oh,
yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I love that.
Oh god, there's a fucking weird bug down here. Hold on.
Alan, have you seen that porno where it's like a stepmom, stepdaughter porno? And,
that's how they all are. That's how every porn is nowadays. It's all step something. Probably seen it though. Yeah,
it's a trend. It's a cultural trend. This is my favorite because the stepmom is telling the stepdaughter that she lost, I think, her wedding ring. I think that she lost her like wedding ring up her vagina. That she needs her help. She needs her help to
dig it out.
Get it out. Yeah. And it's so amazing because the stepdaughter is not buying into it. And she's just digging around up there trying to find the ring. And the stepdaughter, rightly so, is like, Mom, why don't you ask my dad to do it? And the stepmom is like, I'm not going to let him put his man hands up there.
Oh, give me a break.
And the stepdaughter is like, I can't feel it. And the mom is like, keep digging around in there. And she's like, what does it feel like? Does it feel like a vagina? Because that's all I feel.
Does it feel like a vagina? Yeah, probably. I mean, that's where your hand is right now.
That was a good one. Oh man,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
you know what other kind of porn that Rem likes? He likes those muscle women. You know that you seen those muscle women porn? Like Rem digs that.
Yeah. No, I've never seen that once. Why would I ever watch that?
Why wouldn't
oily
you?
Fucking, she's all veiny and gristly. No, man.
Alan,
she's just like.
I didn't know I liked lobster rolls till I tried one, and now I fucking eat it every day.
See, here's what I don't get. All right, and that's a shout out to that podcast. But people who can watch the same type of porno over and over again. I mean, don't you get burned out? Don't you need like something different to excite you? Because like at this point, like I need like someone's face bashed into a concrete wall, held upside down, being wax poured down on them. Being impaled with like scissors. I don't even know anymore what gets me off.
Yeah, it gets weird. I mean, because we've all been kind of beating off to online porn since high school or even junior high or even earlier than that. So it's been like kind of that's what I think the problem is. We have had access to on-demand porn our entire lives almost, or at least half.
Yeah.
At least half. So you could just go like and just type in porn on the internet and you'd get an unsearchable amount of results, like where it's just too much. So you just start clicking. And you'd find your weird fetishes as a 6th grader, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And then now here we are in our 30s going, I can't beat off to this again for the 50th time. It's got to get weirder.
Yeah.
And it's got to get weirder again. And the next thing you know, you're watching like some girl get her leg cut off while she's getting banged. And you're just like, there it is.
That's what I
There we go.
Yeah. But then the next
I remember when you had to go on LimeWire to get your porns.
Oh yeah,
and it was like a roulette wheel. Yeah,
it was a roulette wheel where at the same time you're giving your computer cancer.
And sometimes you'd spend a week downloading something, and then you'd open it up, and it's like
you start downloading on Wednesday night.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, Monday morning is going to be so good. And you get in there and it's in Spanish and it's really fucked up. You're like, that didn't work out.
Are you downloading the JPEGs that they sent you through email and you're like waiting for the pixels to clear up and like, is that a booby? Is that a booby? Yes.
I mean, you could even go back farther to where it was the Spice Channel, but you didn't have it, and it was just the squiggles. And every once in a while, it'd be like a perfectly clear blue titty, and you're like, "Yep, there we go."
Or the cable company would screw up, and the channel would be free for like 6 hours. And like, oh yes,
yeah, we got it. We got a live one.
You set your
VCR
VCR
up. Who's the first broad you remember jerking it to?
Oh God. It had to be one of the it was like Sylvia Christel or one of those Marilyn Chambers softcore movies.
Oh, like the Emmanuel Goes to Space, one of those deals.
Yeah, because they were on. We had the black cable box where you got all the stuff for free. So Showtime would play those movies during the day.
Dude, Papa Rem is totally the sort of dude that would have one of those pirate cable boxes.
Oh yeah, that's exactly why he had it. He didn't want news from like across the country. It was, I need porn at all times.
It was to watch WrestleMania and to watch the late night Showtime that was played during the day when I was home from school. Marilyn Chambers, rest in peace.
Then you've reached the Dick Show. Leave a message.
Hey, Dick Show. This is Wow Huell from the Rich Dickman Show. And Remgar told me that I had to make a phone call to you guys again and say that I'm really cheesed off right now about you not doing a voicemail segment on your last Dealy Bob.
And stop talking over each other.
And that you guys talk over each other like a bunch of fucking dickholes. And that, I bet you're boofing right now. You're boofing something right up your bumhole.
And you're supposed to play voicemails to boost our podcast
I can't hear
listener
what
number.
I'm saying, but I think he said, I think my headphones knocked out, but at Remgar, REMGHAR wanted me to tell you that you guys are a couple of little fucks, really. Like a couple of little queer mode douche nozzles.
You need to play voicemails.
You need to play your mail. Because
at the end of the show.
That's the only reason why anybody listens to your dumb show. Is that accurate?
We know. No. That's not accurate.
No, that's not accurate. That's not accurate, but.
That's not accurate. No. We need the Dick Show bump.
We need a bump. We need a bump.
We need to raise.
Like not when you do like a whole rail, but when you do just a little, like on your fingernail or on maybe a classy silver spoon. Yes. Like a little, just right there. No, not from the fucking right to the left, all the way across the table in your shitty nightclub from whatever town that you're in, but just a little snooter. Just right there. Just ready to get back in the game. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to go crazy. I'm not trying to be excessive in my cocaine use. Just a little, just right up there.
All right. Not there even, you go.
Just one nostril. Okay. I love
Player
you.
Voicemail, Dick Show. Player div voicemail.
Wait, I already hung up.
Don't hang up till I tell you to hang up.
Sorry, I got
Somebody just hopped into our Discord.
When was the last time? Do we still have a Discord?
So, how did you get higher than you expected?
Well, you're just sitting there on the couch minding your own business, getting after it. And then next thing I know, like kids are coming to my house and I'm like, fucking sneakers, yo. And it was harder. It was a harder process than I anticipated.
All right. Were you vaping?
I was vaping. Yes, I was vaping. or my house. You could come to my house. Oh, I think you can change your name on PlayStation now, so I'm going to change it to Wow Huell.
Sweet.
Because it's been like Big Dick 69 since I was like 17, 18 years old. So I probably should get that switched over.
They're fleeing poverty and corruption and violence, and they need a safe place to live. I'm going to focus on those people for a second. I would like to see those people like open up their homes and neighborhoods to a whole bunch of migrants and say, hey, come on in. I'll take care of you for 6 months so you get on your feet. But they don't do that, do they?
See, I think we should take the rich people homes once they get up to, like, what is it? Like Southwest Dallas area.
Mm-hmm.
Take the rich people homes.
Yeah.
Eat the rich people and then just let those guys live in those fancy homes.
Yeah. Because a lot of those rich people are the ones saying, yes, we need to let these people in and take care of them. So we absolutely should.
Not in Dallas. There is no rich people in Dallas saying that. That is not the political makeup of the upper crust, Dallas society. I spent a lot of time in Texas and that's not what they're saying.
The Dallas Fort Worth area is totally blue. What are you talking about?
No, wait, they might be totally blue because poor people outnumber dick billionaires like 1,000,000,000, but that does not mean that the rich people are the blue people.
All right, if you say so. I vehemently disagree.
But so anyway, I saw this trailer of him in this movie from like the early 90s.
Yeah.
And he is a guy and he falls in love with this gal and it's a standard sort of rom-com sort of setup. And then the gal finds out that this guy, all of his family, his brothers, sisters, and his parents, they're all little people. I swear to God, this is true. This is the scenario of this movie. So she finds out after she falls in love with handsome blonde movie star guy. She finds out when she goes to home to meet the parents, they're all little people. And then she's like, what the fuck, dude? You didn't tell me all your family is little people. And he's like, okay, number one, that's offensive. And number two, they're my family and then I love them. And so they have all these conflicts and then her parents meet the in-laws and they're like, what? All these little people? What the fuck? And then in the trailer, she's like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Is our baby going to be a little people? And he's like, it's super offensive. What are you talking about? And then that's the trailer. I forgot that we had a Discord.
I did too. Did you miss the episode?
But ever since you started talking about your leukemia, I've been like fiending for the like prairie butter and toast points.
Oh no!
Like you were giving your Make-A-Wish kid story, and I was like, man,
yeah,
I would suck a dick for some prairie butter right now.
Oh my God! One of the funniest episodes of Liquor Fueled, though, was actually when Huell passed out.
I think that was the last episode. I think that was, wasn't it?
I was texting him. I was texting him saying, dude, wake up. You're still on camera and we could hear you snoring. And it was one of the funniest fucking things I have ever witnessed. I swear.
And then his baby mama, her face appears on the camera. Like
show notes.
Yes, I was. Hang on. Let me pull them back up on my phone.
All right. So while you're pulling them up, I'll set this up. So a few weeks ago, we were talking about comments on Pornhub and how funny they are. And there was that one episode at the end of the show. All you were doing is reading like the comments of the Amazon position, which was hilarious. So I
remember that.
I Googled best Pornhub comments, and it came up with a website.
Okay.
And if you want to click that link. Yeah, the 15 epic Pornhub comments that deserve your attention more than the videos. Now, some of these we're going to have to clean up because there's some words here I don't want to use in the show.
Like which word?
I think you can figure them out.
Let me see.
Maybe you could say them and I'll bleep them out.
Okay.
Actually, maybe I'll bleep. It's funny. Bleeps are funny. I found that bleeps are hilarious. All right. So here are 15 Pornhub comments that are so hilarious, they'll have you looking for them tonight. Wink, wink. Number 1, oh my God, I could disappoint her so hard.
That seems relatively innocuous.
Yeah.
Doesn't require any bleeping.
I like the self-deprecation there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, the first comment is, OMFG, the music in the beginning is so Lion King. And then the reply is majestic as fuck while I beat it.
Does yours say fuck? Mine is like blacked out.
It's blacked out, but I can imagine what it says there.
I gotcha.
All right. Number 3.
Which, I wonder, I'm curious now. I gotta get on there and Google the Lion King. What kind of porn? Let me see. All right. Lion.
All right. I'm going to try to read this one in a professional voice. Okay. From user YOLOSWAG69420.
Oh man, I should not have searched the Lion King on Pornhub. I fucking immediately regret that.
Yeah, I think I got something leaking in my pocket. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, it wasn't from the Lion King, was it?
No. I'm
Okay.
drinking vodka tonight. No,
I've gone too far.
Okay. All right. Here comes this comment from YOLOSWAG69420. Seriously? After 20 minutes of getting to choke this gorgeous girl with his cock, 2 little poots of cock is all he could manage? Pathetic. I registered an account just so I could leave this comment in hopes he sees it one day. Fronting like you're some alpha male while Elizabeth is performing her heart out, and what do you give her? 2 tiddlywinks of cock? I've never felt so personally offended by porn before. You're a real asshole, pal.
I like that one.
That's angry. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we got next. All right. Number 4 from Minecraft Master 420. Does anybody know how to install Minecraft? Replied, by Barack and Dat As Obama. Your name is Minecraft Master 420, but you don't know how to install Minecraft? And a reply to that is from Sir Anal. Just go on their website.
It's funny because Sir Anal has a picture of a lady.
I know, right? Thinking they'd be Madam Anal. Okay. Number 5 from Paycheck 123.
Maybe you should have tried that with Mizram. Maybe that would get the crank going.
Oh, you're going too far. She is a classy woman.
I don't think that's a matter of class.
No? Well, I know what?
I mean, you're not like taking a dump on your chest or anything.
That's for the side piece. Speaking of sexy lady, what if we brought on a sexy lady co-host?
We don't know. We don't have that as an option. We don't have that.
I mean, we can put it out there to Twitter. Because Craigslist fucking charges to post a goddamn bit. Talk about, see, I was met with failure all week.
Here, let's go. Okay, so here, let's take a timeout. Listeners at home, we're going to take a timeout. Me and Rem are going to have private chat time. Probably going to get, cut off this. But you know goddamn well, if you put on Twitter looking for sexy lady co-host, you know 100% who is going to awkwardly respond to that, and then it'll be like awkward radio silence to her reply.
When I suggested the idea just now, I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, did not even think of that as a possibility.
That's what's going to happen. That's who's going to stand up with their hand raised.
You are absolutely right. That is what will happen.
And then here's exactly what happens is that you don't say anything. And then I awkwardly will heart the tweet because I don't know what else to say and then never speak of it again.
Well, you got to take a page from my book and just not respond at all.
Sometimes I like to awkwardly like people's tweets sometimes. That's like kind of an underrated hobby of mine is like when somebody is on Twitter, like breaking down, being like, oh, my life is miserable. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. How am I going to get up in the morning? I just like to sneak in there and be like, because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to be sympathetic. And I feel like when you like it, you're
acknowledging
not
it,
saying,
but you're giving them
I like
the
that you're sad.
Yeah. When
but I'm
on
saying
Twitter,
that I recognize that you didn't like completely just shout out to the void, but I don't care enough to craft like a verbal response. So I'm just going to awkwardly but then secretly in my heart,
I do like that. I do like that you're saying it was like amusing enough to me that you're a broken person that I had to be like, heart.
Yeah. Unless they're asking for money or to donate to their GoFundMe or some shit, all they're looking for is that like. So you're reaffirming, and giving them the attention that they're so craving.
Oh, that's another move I like to do when they post their GoFundMe. I like to like the post, but then not donate to the GoFundMe.
Not donate or retweet it. Yeah.
You can't have any of my money, but you can have this extremely minute finger movement that it took me to do on my phone and or mouse.
Yeah.
This little heart.
You can have my acknowledgement of your situation, but nothing more. Yeah.
But like as an objectification.
Okay. I got it.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I understand. I got you.
Like if I was at a sweet barbecue and I was like probably a little high, maybe you eat like 8 hamburgers, and that's not necessary. That's too many. But in the heat of the moment, it's great. But in my head, thinking about eating 8 hamburgers is gross.
It's like eating a box of Cheez-Its. You don't want to eat a box of Cheez-Its, but in the moment, that's a goddamn good box of Cheez-Its.
Yeah, the actual eating of the box of Cheez-Its is amazing.
Yeah.
But in the abstract, not so cool. It's the same thing. Cool. Like that lady's ass is like a box of Cheez-Its.
Right. Yeah. It feels good in the moment, but thinking about it, that's a big mountain to climb.
But for you, you're like, yeah, Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
A whole
absolutely.
box.
I love
Give me
Cheez-Its.
2 boxes.
I love Cheez-Its.
Can't have enough.
Yeah, and not the shitty, like, extracurricular kinds, okay? The original goddamn Cheez-Its.
Do they have Cheez-It flavors now? Or are you talking about those cheese nips?
Well, cheese nips suck, but they do have Cheez-It flavors. Like, they got like Monterey Jack or extra cheddar or spicy or low fat. It's all bullshit. Just regular.
But they're all like
Cheez-Its.
Different flavors of cheese. You can't get like a pepperoni Cheez-It.
No. You know what's good? Is pizza goldfish.
Yeah, I could see that. I've had some pizza goldfish.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
Oh, see, God damn it.
The only thing I like about goldfish is being able to eat them, so you kind of like bisect them lengthwise, and then you feel like a shark.
Yes. And you crack them open with your teeth, like a sunflower seed.
You're like, I'm your god. You can literally do nothing.
Yeah. All right.
Cracker that looks like a fish, but is not actually a living thing. You're helpless.
But you can't eat them if they go stale.
I don't know. Like,
no, they're
obviously,
gross.
I got a lot of kids, so I got a lot of goldfish just underneath the couch cushions.
Yeah.
I might find one. I might have a little nibble.
My wife bought like an extra large milk carton of fucking goldfish, right?
And then they all go stale because they can't close right.
That's the first thing. They can't close right. And the kids, like, they have like a handful of goldfish, and that's it. They're not like goldfish obsessed. So why are we spending, $17 on a fucking thing of goldfish? We're not going to eat it. And here I am. I can't go to Burger King.
Yeah. You need to get the individual packs. It's worse for the environment, but at least every time you want some goldfish, it's like the full on goldfish experience.
I mean, fuck the environment. I'm not going to be here in 100 years to suffer for it anyways. And if I was, I'd be a robot.
Oh, because you're going for that head in the jar thing, right?
Absolutely. So I wouldn't have to worry about, extreme temperatures or anything, because I'll be a robot.
I am at Lori_CTR, and I don't tweet that much and don't really have a whole heck of a lot to say most of the time. But, I will promote the Rich Dickman Show.
Nice.
Until my dying breath.
Thank you.
And, and anybody who doesn't listen to the Rich Dickman Show can eat a bag of dicks as far as I'm concerned.
Fuck yeah.
Very well spoken, Lori. That concludes the best of TRDS special. Hope you enjoyed it. I've been DJ Bangers. I'd like to thank Ray at Jules Winfield on Twitter for helping gather clips for this eargasm. I'd also like to thank Rim and Huell for getting back into podcasting in 2018. Join the Discord, because nobody has, and I'm posting in there all by myself. I've made it easy for you. Just go to bit.do/TRDS1. That was bit.do/TRDS1. TRDS1, and that'll get you into the Discord server. Well, that does it for me. To 2019 and beyond. Bye, all you beautiful people. Bye. I don't know how to end this. Just gonna stop it now.